Hello, my name is Andrew Sheng, and I'm very honored to be the chairman of the Georgetown Institute of Open and Advanced Studies International Advisory Board. The International Advisory Board is to advise the Institute, which is part of Wawasan Open University, which is located in this lovely UNESCO heritage building called Homestead in Georgetown, Penang. And Georgetown, as a name, is very historic because the island of Penang was founded by Sir Francis Light, and Penang is in the first sightings when the ships came in from the west into the Malacca Straits. They looked for Kedah Peak, and Penang would be the port of call. And of course, Georgetown was founded and in honor of King George, and the island was named Prince of Wales Island. Now, why is Georgetown Institute created? It's created because it is a platform, that's the right word, for a global conversation on what are the global issues that affect Penang, Georgetown, Malaysia, and also what happens here affects the whole world. There are so many complex issues today, so we are most honored that we have, including myself, 6 other international advisors. There is Dr. Venu Reddy, former governor of the Reserve Bank of India, and one of the wisest persons in central banking, monetary policy, financial regulation, and fiscal policy. He's just written a book on fiscal federalism of India. Second, we have Dr. Douglas Carmichael, who comes from California, founder of the Stanford Strategy Studio, a psychoanalyst, a management consultant, and a polymath who really has thought very, very deeply on a lot of the issues that affect the world. Then thirdly, we have Dr. Stephen Oppenheimer from Oxford University, a pediatrician by training who has moved into genetics and DNA and human migration, who has written 3 best-selling books, East of Eden, how the lost continent in Southeast Asia, partly tracing human DNA throughout the region. Then Out of Eden, how human beings migrated out of Africa and spread around the world. And then Who Are the British, or the origins of the British. He has Penang connection because his wife, Dr. Frida Yang Oppenheimer, is from Penang. And then there is Dr. Shuman Fai, who is a clinical cardiac consultant, formerly at the Royal Free Hospital in London, whose home career has been very unusual because he moved into hospital management, undergraduate and postgraduate training, and also invented a particular medical device and has vast experience in how to take this to the commercial level. And last but not least, Mr. Jan Wouter Waschbinder, who is the director of Paralimes. Paralimes is the European equivalent of the Santa Fe Institute, which is involved in cross-disciplinary, multidisciplinary complexity studies. What the Santa Fe Institute, which was founded after the Los Alamos projects on creating the nuclear bomb, discovered was that when you get different scientists, physicists, sociologists, economists, mathematicians, chemists, anthropologists, policymakers together, they actually began to talk a common language. And they found that that common language was complexity, that life is extremely complex, and we cannot think in just silos. We need to talk to each other. So the Georgetown Institute of Open and Advanced Studies is really to try to bring people from different backgrounds different disciplines, different experiences, and think through some of these issues, and then share with the university and the students, the staff, and help have this dialogue between Georgetown, the rest of the world, and vice versa. One of the themes that came from this discussion, what is open and what is advanced, well, what is very, very advanced is climate change. Human beings have an existential challenge that climate change, the warming up of the climate because of excessive human activities such as carbon emission, has threats at many different levels. And at each level we need to think about this. So if I'm a medical doctor, I would have to think about how probably droughts are causing viral epidemics, changing the behavior of mosquitoes, creating dengue fever, and all these diseases that could come. If I am a weatherman, I would, or from geography, I would look at the rising sea levels impact on cities. And if I'm an agriculturalist, I would notice how the rising sea levels is increasing the salinity of the rice fields, damaging, including the big rice bowl of the Mekong Delta in Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand. So climate change affects us all, and this would be a very interesting theme that the GIOAS will try to weave into our different conversations and talk about it. We look forward to this as a very important journey. We look to your support because GIOAS and Wawasan Open University is a people's university. It belongs to us all. It's part of the community, and it is the community that makes the university that helps make the community.